Plump Goops Podcast.
Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes.
Hi everyone, Cam here. Now you might be thinking to yourself, hey, what's up with this? This isn't a normal episode of my favorite podcast, Hot Takes High Stakes. Well, you're right. In preparation for our end of year special, I thought it might be a good idea to put together a series of 3 compilation episodes, each containing 3 of the most iconic takes this podcast has ever seen. And you might be thinking to yourself, ugh, compilation episodes, this sucks. To that, I'd say that these episodes contain the greatest moments in our podcast's long history. So stick around. Good times abound. Kicking off our list, we're going to start with Ronak's most iconic take, and perhaps the most iconic take in Hot Takes High Stakes history. The winner of the 2020 Take of the Year Award. Here's a little hot take about bathroom regulations.
Slap me with your objectively earth-shattering take, Ronak. I want to hear it now.
I will. Yeah, my take, which might be not to understate it, but it might make the world a better place. I think you guys might have heard this take before. I have said it before, but I want to put it to the record. If you're gonna use the bathroom, you have to sit down on the toilet. You can't stand up and pee. First of all, let me qualify this with urinals. They can exist. I'm not saying no to urinals. If they're there, use them. Stand up and pee. But think about how much more clean every single toilet in the world would be if people were just like, I'm not gonna stand up and pee, because most times they're not even lifting the little seat. You're just ruining it for 50% of the population. Like girls just have to suffer through just like dirty toilets upon dirty toilet upon dirty toilet. And at clubs and bars, they just don't even go to the bathroom. There's like, it's not worth it.
Don't they have their own restrooms at clubs and bars?
Yeah, I guess. I was guessing more along like house parties and stuff.
I feel you.
Yeah,
like gas stations and stuff like that.
Yeah, gas stations and kind of like where like it's like all genderless or whatever. But how nice would it be to just be like, I can go to this bathroom and not be afraid like what I'm walking into. It's gonna be. I just know it's gonna be clean.
No, wouldn't you say?
And now I know that it's on par to recycling. Like if everyone does their part, the world will become a better place.
But wouldn't you say that people constantly sitting on a seat after somebody else sat on a seat is just as disgusting, just not as visible?
I think the visible part is critical.
But like
it's would you rather sit in someone's internal liquids or just like the skin that's like around? And it's not even like it's not like it's dirty. It's no one's. If you're getting shit on your cheeks or if that's happening, you've got other problems, bud. But
here's my take on this. I think that
hit me with
and I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just playing a little Tanner Dots and devil's advocate. Yeah. I think that people sitting more often to go to the bathroom, men in particular, will lead to more poops. Because if say you
when you sit, you poop.
Well, no, not necessarily. But like, say you sit down, say you're standing to pee, and you're like, it's just like a little. I gotta poo a little bit, but you don't because it's just a little bit, and it would be inconvenient at the time, and you don't want to go through all the to do. But then you sit, and you're like, and you're peeing, and you're like, oh, I realize I have to poo a little bit. Then you would. You know what I mean?
Why is that a bad thing?
It's more clogging up the sewage, the sewer systems, and the pipes. Let's think about the pipes. And also just general cleanliness. Like if more poop going into the toilet, that's more wear and tear on the toilet. That's more bacteria around the toilet.
This is a wire-thin argument because everyone poops all the time and nothing happens.
I forget the term, but when you flush, there's like aerated fecal matter that then gets into the air. Great. Which happens regardless, but like, not that I necessarily agree that more sitting leads to more poops, but I will say in my personal experience, I don't always lift that second lid, but if I do happen to get any urine on it, I wipe it immediately off. And I know that not everyone does that.
Yeah. No,
I think that it is more healthy to not always sit on the toilet in the long run. You're not exposing yourself to any possible germs that someone else like could have sat on there with, especially with an epidemic going on.
I don't think that's the real reason. I think the reason is you think it's faster. You think it's faster to pee, which is the argument I hear most often is it's faster to stand up.
I just made my argument had nothing to do with speed.
No, I'm saying that argument is so if you're getting germs on your ass, what are you doing? You're not going to get.
Well, they just
I just don't think
germs
that makes
on
any
your
sense.
body are germs on your body, like they can get anywhere.
What about the classic standing desk, sitting desk argument? That it's healthier to stand than it is to sit.
What does that have to do? What does that have to do with anything?
It's like I work with the standing desk because it's healthier to stand.
Yeah, because
better for the posture.
Yeah,
but then
it's over sitting, hours. You're supposed to be standing for hours.
That time adds up. That time adds up.
Yeah. Okay.
Think about how much time you spent sitting on a toilet.
So you think women are just more tired or less have worse posture or something because they sit down all the time?
Not necessarily saying so.
I think that's what you're saying.
But let's look into the science there. I feel like it could be cause and effect.
You expose yourself to less germs.
The argument that you're getting more germs on your body from sitting down on the toilet. Like you guys are
true,
acting.
though.
You're acting like it's
it's
a good
though.
argument when it really.
But it's 100% true.
It's definitely true and it's logical.
Okay, I don't sit on the toilet, or I do sit on the toilet. One of them I come in contact with germs, and one of them I never do.
And other people's cheeks and thighs.
I have seen shit-covered seats.
Yeah,
I have seen those.
Honestly, probably because they were like squatting or standing. They were so afraid of
the
sitting
squat.
down.
It's probably the squat
of sitting down on the toilet seat because it was already so nasty.
Have you guys squatted before?
No.
Over a seat?
No.
Have you ever pooped in the woods or anything, or has it always been into the bowl?
I think if it hasn't been in the bowl, it's been in my pants.
Sick.
Oh no, that's pretty unsanitary.
Yeah.
Ronak, I haven't. So my question initially was, how would we enforce this? And I have an idea. Can I pitch it to you? Just make the toilets way higher. Make it so that you have to walk up some little stairs, or make it so that you have to like climb a ladder to get to the toilet.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I was thinking
so that way
no
you can't stand.
What if you just stand on the ladder?
No, you can't. It's
Not
like
high
it's
enough.
on the side. The ladder's on the side of the toilet.
That was a similar idea. I was thinking of put a ceiling on the stall, but like make it like 3 feet high, so you have to sit down to act.
But then you have to hunch. You're making the
you're sitting. What is the height? What is the normal height of like me sitting down on the chair?
Of a
sitting
on a stall or above
so
every single toilet. There's just like a
stand.
ceiling, and like in your home it becomes extra shelf space or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just
you just bring that medicine cabinet out a little bit, more depth to it.
But and I have another thing, because obviously this is the way everyone should be doing it, but obviously people don't do it this way. And I've been living in this world where I've been subjected to people sullying their toilets.
Okay.
And when I have to use the bathroom, you're probably wondering, do I follow? Do I practice what I preach?
Yeah.
I was about to ask.
And I have some rules for this because I've thought about it. I do a quick... every time I use someone else's bathroom, because obviously it goes without my saying, my toilet is always pristine, because I always sit, no matter what. Yeah. I always sit.
Well, also, are you the only person using it?
Yeah, but even if like I have friends over or something, if they have to use it, I just say just sit. And most of the time they're like,
tell them to sit.
No, yeah, I just like, would it inconvenience you to sit? And most of the time they're like, what are you talking about? And then I'm like, just sit. And they're like, okay, fine. And it's fine.
They come out a changed person.
They come out, and then they kind of like, and I kind of explain my whole argument. But so what I do is I walk into someone else's bathroom. I do a little glance at the toilet, and if it's a lost cause, if it's already messy, if it's not well kept, then I say, you know what, it's already messed up. I played no role in making this worse. It's already been destroyed. So then I just stand up because I don't want to sit on that.
Right.
But if it is clean and I deem it as such, I won't be the first. I won't be the first to make it bad. I will sit.
But you could be a martyr, though.
No one would know. No, the whole point of being a martyr is that people understand your pain. They recognize it's public.
You could write a little note.
I sat for
you
your
made
sins.
me sit on
I
this.
sat for your
Yeah.
sins.
I'm wholly unconvinced that this would make the world a better place.
I think it would keep toilets cleaner for longer. You wouldn't have to clean them as often.
It would lead to less strife in the world with the whole leave the toilet seat up, leave the toilet seat down.
Let me tell you a great story about a time of a dirty toilet affected me. I was coming back this winter break. I was coming back from vacation. We went to Peru. On the flight at the airport, we're back at the airport back. I didn't have any food poisoning or anything like that. Yeah. But once we were in the airport, it just hit me for the first time that entire trip, right as we were about to leave.
What, diarrhea?
Yeah, diarrhea. I had to use the bathroom. I could feel it, like it was coming. I ran. I literally, we got out of customs. I was like, I gave my suitcase to my parents. I was like, I have to go. I have to do this. Walked into the toilet at the airport. I was at the edge of my wit. This was dire. I looked at the toilet, took one look at it, and I said, "Mm-mm," and I walked back out. And luckily, this is my grandpa was with us. He was traveling with us. He being like an old brown father, like grandpa. He's want to negotiate for stuff because he has the American Airlines whatever the rewards thing or whatever. He's like a selector, the priority, and he got a voucher for one just off chance for the Admirals Club thing.
Yeah, Admirals Club.
And for him and one guest. And I was like, as I was staring at the bathroom, I was like, am I really going to do this? And then that came to me, and I was like, I ran back, and my parents were like, did you go? And I was like, no. And I took my grandpa. I was like, you need to come with me. And we went to the Admirals Club.
You used the Admirals Club for your
and I used that bathroom, and it was pristine. And I was
pristine.
And I used the bathroom.
Now, have you ever thought that how many germs you've exposed to a pristine toilet rather than just exposing a dirty toilet to more germs?
Well, I left it cleaner than when I left it clean. Like the bowl was empty.
Than when you found it.
Yeah.
I think there's so much bacteria in the air.
But
a toilet that more people would, well, not more people. Well, yeah, because probably everyone avoids the
toilet. Visually, it was clean. The visual do once over was clean. So, that's
Admirals Club is a great
me.
Place to use the restroom, I will say.
Yeah.
It is.
That was my first time ever going into one too. That was the only, what a time to be completely.
I fly in the mornings now, exclusively, so that I can get the Admirals Club breakfasts.
Yes.
They're so good.
And they're really nice for layovers.
So your take is that everyone should have to sit when using the bathroom?
I think it would make the world a cleaner place.
What do you think, David?
I still disagree.
I agree. I also think it would make the world a better place. I'm not sold on your cleanliness argument, but I think that
maybe this is another.
Let's be a little stricter. Maybe
my next take is visual cleanliness is better than actual cleanliness.
I think you may have been able to convince me had you gone with more of an equality argument about Cameron mentioned the toilet seat being left up. I think if you had punched that angle at me, hit me with that punching bag, I may have been more convinced. But I appreciate that.
That just goes to show you the many facets that this one simple
That's
solution
true.
would affect. It would have far-reaching effects.
I do think it would change the world.
Yeah.
But I think there would be protests like there are with coronavirus.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. There would definitely be people taking shits, standing up with their guns and their mask and the lack of facial masks and just licking the toilet seat.
Occupy urinals.
Occupying people shitting in urinals, sitting in urinals, standing at toilets.
I was confused because you opened up your argument with everyone should sit, but then you said if there's a urinal, use it. So I'm like, I don't know how committed you are. You should have called for a banning of urinals.
The urinal was a great invention. It's clean. It keeps the toilets from being pissed upon, and it also facilitates just the ability for the need that men have to stand up at toilets.
What percentage would you put urinals in terms of inventions, top blank percent?
In modern times?
Well, I don't know if it's
all time. All time inventions. All time inventions.
Top 25.
It's so hard.
Top 25.
Just because I don't even know what I don't know about the inventions.
Yeah, I think they need to put in a buffer for our lack of like thinking too much into this.
The wheel's number one.
I think sewer systems are great too.
Systems are pretty good.
I mean, there's just so many inventions.
I think agriculture is probably the best one.
Zoom,
like
the way that we are doing this pod, that's
Zoom's top 75.
Which is on a laptop, which is an invention based on the computer. These things that we have in our hands, these phones came from those. The internet,
it's
Al
too
Gore
much. It's too much. I will say that urinals are. I agree. Urinals might be top 25.
And if you go into like the different categories of their application in life, their percentage definitely rises up. But in the general scheme, it's got to be top 25.
That was fun. Wow, look at Ronak go. Next up on our list, we have my most iconic take. Here's a little take about what makes a berry a berry. I'll go next.
Okay.
Is my take. And this one, maybe one of the most controversial takes I've ever had.
Yo! Wait, I need Cheez-Its. Hold on.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
I was actually going to wait, too. I was like, is it worth picking a fight over these Cheez-Its?
Wait, really? Okay.
I decided no.
I'm getting Cheez-Its then.
Well, just it's better if you don't eat on pod.
But I'm hungry.
But
okay,
you have like
I'm
20
kidding.
more minutes. Here's my take.
Okay.
It's a food take, so Tanner, your tummy might be rumbly.
Oh God, I hate rumbly tummies.
Grapes are berries.
I love where you're going. Oh wait.
And strawberries are not.
What do you mean?
I think it's a matter of how you define.
There you go.
Each one.
I think it's a matter of consent.
How do you figure?
Okay.
Like,
By
you
who?
ask said grape.
God. I hate where this is going.
Ask
Dead
said
air?
grape what?
Dead air?
Yeah, it's on you. You said something and then follow up.
Oh, I followed up in my mind.
Right, yeah, that's great pod.
So, I agree with you because I think strawberries are definitively not a berry. But I disagree with you because berry is in the name strawberry. So
you agree
it's not
and
a berry,
disagree.
but it's still called a strawberry. So who's even saying it's a berry other than the name?
Everyone. It's in the berry section at grocery stores.
There's no berry section. There's just a fruit section, and berries happen to be in the fruit section.
Yeah, but they're sectioned together.
That's because there's different types of fruits. There's like citrus, and they're like over there. And then there's like whatever the fuck apples are. And then they're like little small little fruits. And they're
like
just
berries?
Yeah, berries are small.
I hate to like burst your load, Cameron.
What?
To crawl up your snatch.
I hate to crawl up your snatch and fall asleep.
I hate to blow your load.
God.
Go get on
Anyway,
with
just
it.
say it. You don't have to worry. I don't care if you burst my load.
So I think you can use half your take because grapes actually are berries.
Right, but in the the berries in the botanical sense. I'm talking about the culinary sense. Like
it should be called like grape.
What am I gonna do? Muddle a grape? Like fuck.
Eggplant is a berry botanically.
That's so cap.
So are bananas. It is. It's like in the actual botanical definition of a berry, like a lot of things are berries. Raspberries, not berries botanically, but like no one would say, "Oh, a raspberry isn't a berry."
Well, it's just called a raspberry.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's considered a berry.
I thought that was just his name.
What are you talking about, man? So if
okay. So let's get rid of the botanical then. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No botanical sense. Like if someone asked you for like a bowl of berries, and you gave them a banana, they would slap you in the face. But technically, they'd be correct.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm saying I say we should use taste then. Because
I agree with Tanner.
I think in the culinary arts, like, for example, like tomatoes, I'd say culinary-wise, we would call them vegetables.
Right.
Because of their taste.
Right.
So grapes are very distinct from the taste of berries.
I disagree.
Okay.
I think a grape is much like a blueberry in that it can be sweet and it can be sour. It just depends on the grape.
I think
the
any
texture
fruit can be sweet and any fruit.
Texture is like almost the same.
But the texture.
What's different? What's different about the texture of a blueberry and a grape?
You can do surgery on a grape. You can't do surgery on a blueberry.
You could probably do surgery on a blueberry.
Then show me.
Think of like this.
I will. I'll do surgery on a blueberry.
Think of like this, Cam. If I saw a grape on my berry fruit tart, I would be pissed.
Right, and I'm saying you shouldn't be. Because it's more, I'm saying retrain your brain that a grape is a berry and a strawberry isn't. And you haven't even let me say
simply
why.
not tart enough.
Then say why. Say why.
Berries, you should be able to just pop them. You should be able to just pop them as they are. You should be able to just pluck a berry and pop it. You cannot do that with a strawberry because you have to take off the little green part.
You take off the stem for a grape?
Yeah, but you have to do that with blueberries too. Like, you have to pick every fruit. You can't just like, a fruit doesn't just grow and you just can.
You know, you're allowed to eat
the
green parts of a strawberry. It's not a big deal.
Right, but it's too much baggage. It's more baggage than a berry should have. Berries should be poppable.
I think it's poppable.
Okay, so that's one example.
Strawberries are not poppable. Strawberries are not poppable. You have to cut them. You have to cut them.
No, you don't.
I don't think that should define a berry.
Like, you also peel an orange. Because
name one other berry. I know. Am I saying that oranges are berries? Am I saying that?
I'm not talking about berries though. I'm just saying in certain foods, like take parts out. They might be still edible, but they don't taste as good, so you take it off. Like the green part of the strawberry, it doesn't taste as good, but you can still eat it.
Should not. I'm just saying you should not have to do that with a berry.
It's poppable. It's poppable.
No, strawberries aren't poppable.
It's 100% poppable.
It is not, because you have to do an extra step. Extra steps make things not poppable.
What about a really
when I'm eating grapes, every individual
Also, we're talking about seedless grapes, right?
Pick off.
What do you? Yeah, but like, so you have to do that with blueberry. Like, you have to pluck a blueberry off of a blueberry bush.
Yeah, but it doesn't grapes come in a vine. Like, you pick off the vine, you don't pick off each individual grape and put in.
Yeah, but you could. It's the difference between doing that and picking blueberries out of a bush.
You could do that with strawberries.
No, you have to
pick it directly off
the green part?
Yeah, you can do that.
Show me. I don't.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but then you're still left with the weird white little thing on top that and it's that's a weird part.
I'm gonna look up a strawberry plant.
I hate this. I hate your reasoning.
How do you figure?
Because it's so personal whether you like the white part or not.
It's objectively worse.
I mean, the part of the grape near the stem is objectively worse.
It's
what is that noise?
Little
beeping. I hear beeping.
Yeah,
it's Tanner's.
My dorm. Hold on, take 5.
Take 5. Is that the fire alarm?
No, it's the door to my dorm. It's just left open.
So close it, yeah.
I can't. I'm in the middle of a podcast. Someone will close it.
I'll just mute you. I'll just beep it. I'll just bleep it.
Yeah, I really don't like how this take is dependent on your personal.
How is in no way is it? So you're saying that you enjoy eating the green part?
I don't. I think it doesn't really make a difference that much. If they're, when you cut it and then sometimes you either don't cut the whole thing off or sometimes you leave part of it on or a leaf gets stuck to the side, I'm still going to eat it. I'm not going to pick it off. It's just not really that big a deal.
If in a fruit salad,
on a grape,
in a fruit salad, are the green parts on or off the
Why
strawberry?
are we talking about fruit salad now?
Because that's the most
You don't
optimal
pop
way
a
that
fruit
food is
salad.
prepared. It doesn't matter. You can pop the individual parts of a fruit salad.
Wait, yeah, they're off. They're off in fruit salad.
Right. So that's the ideal way to eat it. Society has said that
they're
is the
still
ideal way to eat it.
poppable though. They might be like a little slightly less poppable just because there's like a small green leaf, but they're still poppable.
It's you're either totally poppable or you're not poppable at all.
So then, if you pick a grape wrong and the stem doesn't come all the way off, that's less poppable than a blueberry or something when the stem always comes off or something.
Some blueberries still have stems and you have to take that off.
So then how is a strawberry any different if it's just harder to pop?
Because that's not the most optimal way to eat it. That's not the way it's presented.
But you can still pick it off, like, if you do it correctly.
And that makes it not poppable.
Cameron,
yeah.
What the beeping's
What is going
back.
on, Tanner?
The beeping is back. Anyway,
Oh,
I'll just power through. Look at blackberries and raspberries.
Yeah.
They're very similar to strawberries in the sense they have a green leafy part that like the berry emerges from that you have to pick off.
If you buy it in a store,
oh my god,
that's not on it.
So now we're like so many.
Now we're
changes.
talking about buying. Yeah,
so many like changes to satisfy your store.
Have not changed once. When you buy a strawberry at the store, the green parts are still on.
You said poppables. You said poppable.
Yeah.
Like off the stem. If you buy fucking grapes from a store, they're still on this goddamn stem.
Not always.
Yes, always. Also, not always for strawberries.
That is true.
Find me strawberries that are pre-sliced.
What do you mean? They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
No. Frozen strawberries.
Containers.
Those are like those don't have the green thing on it.
Yeah, but that's frozen.
But what do you mean that's frozen?
Those are for smoothies.
They're still poppable, right? Because there's no green thing.
Would you pop a frozen strawberry?
Literally,
I would.
every
frozen strawberries taste good.
Yeah, take a video of yourself popping a frozen strawberry.
Cam, so many fruit platters have strawberries without the leafy part.
Right, I agree. That's the most optimal way to eat it.
A lot of fruit platters don't have stems. I mean, they have grapes on stems also.
I don't know what fruit platters you're eating.
What do you mean?
By the way, Cameron, this is only one instance of one category where grapes may be more like berries, and it's even arguable.
Well, then, what are the other qualities of berries?
Taste.
We're talking about
what's the difference in taste? Would you say that a strawberry is closer to a blueberry in taste than a grape is to a blueberry?
Yes.
How? In what way?
You clearly don't have a finalized palate because blueberries are tart, strawberries are tart. Like all these things will kind of belong on a tart. Grapes just don't have the tart taste.
I'd argue grapes are closer to the taste of an orange than the taste.
I would too.
Of berries.
Raspberries and like you're saying like taste. That's if there's taste that has nothing to do with whether or not something's a berry. Like
you just said, leave out the definition of the botanical definition of a berry and use culinary definition.
Yeah,
taste
poppability.
Is 100%.
How is poppability a culinary definition? First of all,
okay, but also saying that taste has anything to do like you can have two different blueberries that taste 100% different. They taste like different fruits.
Yes. It's sour and sweet, but they still have the generalized taste.
Not even, no.
No, they don't. They just taste like two different fruits. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess to you, maybe you're just bad at eating fruit. Because
I'm excellent at eating fruit.
Apparently you only pop your fruit.
No, there's nothing wrong with eating a strawberry like the way it is. It's just not a berry.
Why isn't it a berry?
Other than the poppability.
That's it. It's not.
That's it. Okay. But it is poppable.
There is no berry taste. There is no berry taste.
So that also is there's no berry taste. What do you mean there's no berry taste? It's just as tart as a raspberry or blackberry or blueberry. You put it on a tart. You can put it on a tart and it's fine. It's fine.
I feel like I guarantee you a grape tart would be good.
Have you ever made a grape smoothie?
No, but I bet it'd be good.
God. Okay, Cam. I think you should be going more of the direction of cranberries rather than like strawberries. I guess that makes your take very hot, but you should definitely be talking about how similar cranberries are to grapes.
I don't know. I've never had it like just a cranberry.
Oh my god. I hate you.
You just pop cranberries?
Actually, I don't know. I know that you can have cranberry raisins.
You know what's really good? Chocolate covered blueberries.
I've never had that.
Yeah,
you know what's also good? Chocolate covered grape. Have you ever chocolate covered grape?
I bet it'd be good.
Oh my god. No, but the idea is you haven't because they don't.
I mean,
exist.
have you out of it? Like,
if you're talking about like
blackberries, wouldn't be good.
We're talking about society in grocery stores and then putting strawberries with still the leaves on it. But then when we talk about society and like eating chocolate covered grapes, or societies with fucking blended up berries that don't include grapes, because why the fuck would you put a grape in a fucking smoothie?
It would be good. A grape in a smoothie. That sounds good.
It sounds good. No one does it because they know it's bad.
That's a good point, Cameron. You have to take into account of why things don't exist.
I think things don't exist because everyone's like, oh, these are berries. I'll put them in my smoothie. But they never stop to think, let me expand my palate. It's just societal norms.
Societal norms. Okay. Or riddle me this demand. No one wants a fucking grape smoothie. So they don't sell a grape smoothie because no one wants something that tastes bad at a smoothie shop.
I'm going to make a grape smoothie, Corey.
Okay. Do it on the pod. How about we could do the alternating videos? Cameron either eats a grape smoothie or throws up a grape smoothie. Because both will happen.
Wait, that's a bad title, Corey. You need to workshop that.
Yeah, that was Corey. That
didn't make any sense.
How about Cameron drinks a grape smoothie or admits he's wrong about grapes? And then there's like an apology video and everything.
Yeah.
We'll get those subscribers rolling.
Apology to strawberries.
Yeah. Okay,
well, that's my take.
I disagree with Cameron's take.
Yeah, I disagree.
You disagree that grapes are more like berries than strawberries?
Yes.
Well,
in the culinary sense.
Because obviously they are berries. Like, it's a fact.
Right.
Okay,
We're all about subjectivity on Hot Takes, High Stakes.
Yes, that's the idea. Okay.
Also,
did you remember your take, Corey?
We've been grown to eat like seedless grapes.
Yeah, seedless grapes are bomb.
Yeah, I would argue they're not poppable because of that.
Yeah.
Are cherries poppable? Are cherries berries?
No.
You're saying cherries aren't poppable?
Yeah, they have pits.
Oh! But a true grape has a giant ass seed in it.
Did I say anything about it having to be true? Probably all the strawberries you eat probably have GMOs.
Wait, what? Oh, you're talking about seedless grapes. Like,
yeah, that's a GMO.
No, but like, we're ignoring grapes with seeds.
Yo, guys, look up non-GMO strawberry.
No.
Whoa.
Non-GMO strawberry?
Oh, it's a square.
What?
Oh, it's a rectangle.
Whoa, it's a circle.
Oh. What?
Wait, they're normal. They're just not as good of shape. What do you mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Like this globular thing?
Yeah.
Corey and Tanner, they never like my ideas. Finishing off our episode, here is Resma's most iconic take. A little take about deadly animals.
I think since we're talking about diseases, and Gangrene said that his take had to do with diseases, he can start. What do you have to say?
All right, so yesterday when I was trying to think of a take for this, I was on Reddit, a very popular, creative outlet
it's
for
average.
many people. I was under the hypothetical questions
okay.
tab, and the question was, would you take $10 million, but for the rest of your life there's a snail trying to get you? You can't ever be touched by the snail, otherwise you'll die. It's going for you at all times, but at the speed of a snail. So you could go to a different country and try to forget about it, but eventually it'll show up.
Have you ever seen the movie The Following?
No. Is it like that?
Yeah, it's a horror movie. Well, it's more of just like a suspense thriller. No, sorry. It's called It Follows. It's basically this creature that follows you at all times until you have intercourse with someone or it kills you. So basically the way it works is, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a metaphor, like an allegory for like STDs or something. But basically, once you have intercourse with someone, then it follows the person that you just had intercourse with. And then, but if the creature kills that person, then it goes after you. So like even like if you had it, like say let's call it like the disease. If you had the disease, like even if you pass it on, you don't know if you're safe.
Yeah, it's not over.
Right, but the thing is, it only walks. It just walks towards you, and you're the only one that can see it.
What if it jogged? What if it? Okay,
that'd be worse.
New movie idea. It's called It Jogs, and there's a jogger that's running. But if the jogger ever reaches a point where they have a caloric deficit on the day, so the jogger eats a big breakfast in the morning, right? Mm-hmm. And a big breakfast, we're talking like 1,000 calories.
It's a big break.
Yeah, big break. And then the jogger goes for a jog. Mm-hmm. If the jogger ever reaches a caloric deficit on that jog, meaning the jogger burns like more than 1,000 calories, then you die. So you just have to follow the jogger and hand them like snacks and stuff and make sure that they keep their calories up.
But why wouldn't you want them to die?
No, you die. The jogger gets hangry and kills you.
You have to keep feeding him.
So it sounds like a worse plot of the movie that I was talking
about. Kind of sounds like Speed. You know Speed with Keanu Reeves?
No.
I think it's Keanu Reeves. It's like a bus and the bus can't stop.
Oh, you mean Unstoppable?
Oh, are you talking about...
No. The bus has to stay at a certain mph.
Oh, like in
Cyanide and Happiness.
Yeah, where the bus can't go below 50 miles an hour. And there's a dude who could run at 50 miles an hour, and that was like his whole thing. And then the dude dies, and then the bus stops in front of his grave and explodes.
This is not something I'm familiar with.
We have to show you this clip right now.
You wouldn't understand.
Wait, but so what's your take, Rez?
My take is that... First of all, would you guys take the $10 million for the snail that's following?
Yes, because it's a fucking snail.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but like think about it.
Yes, because it is a snail.
Say you started to work from home.
Every time you curse, you like take it back, but you can curse.
You can?
Yeah.
I always re-say it because I think you're gonna cut it out, so I like re-say it.
No, I'm
Let's
pretty sure I
say
just kept it last time.
You're working from home, like you'd be safe for the night, but like when you go back to work. Like, there's no way of knowing.
Can you trap the snail?
You're not allowed to trap him. You're not allowed to kill him. He's invincible. It's an immortal snail.
Okay. So can the snail predict where you're gonna like? So
it
you're
always
saying,
knows.
So you're saying the snail doesn't just follow you. Like if you have somewhere where you go to work, say the snail is to your northeast, but you work to the north and you live in the south. Instead of following you everywhere, like say you go to work, the snail's going to your work, then you go home, the snail starts following you home, but then you go back to work. Could the snail just go to your work and wait for you there?
Let's say yes. Let's say like there's a day, 1 day of
so it knows
buffer
where
period. Yeah, let's say it has a 1 day advance of it, like it knows where you're going.
Okay, wait. Can I just say something? I think we're overestimating the speed of a snail. Because let's be honest, if you move to the opposite side of the world. Yeah, it's gonna take. It's gonna take years.
Yeah, years.
3 years.
Sure.
You should say 3.
Let's say 3 years.
I'd say 10.
What do you think? 10 years?
I don't
10
think.
years.
I don't think a snail could cross the Pacific Ocean in your lifetime.
Yeah. I don't think you could swim.
We can calculate that. We can honestly calculate the speed of a snail.
Yeah.
Another time. But you were saying you'd take the 10 million.
Yeah, and then give it to the snail and see if he wants to live a better life than following you.
Then why not just not take the 10 million? Then you don't have to give anything
there you
to
go.
the Snail.
Fine, I'll give a couple of dollars. Maybe he can invest it.
Throw it a few dollars, put it in a hedge fund.
Yeah, maybe he's just following you because he wants the money. Have you ever thought about what a snail wants?
Yeah. Anywho, that post got me thinking about the top 16 deadliest animals on the planet. So I drafted a sort of bracket for us to fill out.
Oh wait, so this is your take?
This is my take, and my hot take.
False take alert.
My hot take is that, not a false take alert, is that the freshwater snail is either a 1 seed or a 2 seed in the top 16.
Because of this take?
No, because, and we have research pulled up straight from my phone. Freshwater snails carry parasitic diseases called schistosomiasis, which infects 250 million people, commonly in Asia and Africa and South America. One of the world's most deadly parasites, says Suzanne Sokolow.
At Stanford.
Oh, yeah? She's
Sorry,
a Stanford.
Sanford. So we're gonna go through.
Sanford.
We're gonna go through this list
and seed them.
And seed them.
And then are we gonna fill out the bracket?
We're gonna fill out the bracket.
Okay.
So freshwater snail, obviously, like there's some room for
16
push
seed.
and pull. 16 seed.
I agree.
I don't think it's a 1 or 2 seed. I think it's more of a 3 or 4.
Or a 16.
I don't think it's a 16.
I don't think it's a 16.
It kills a lot of people, Tanner.
How many people does it kill?
Here, let's do like.
It says deadly disease.
Let's do 1 through 250 million a year. So let's do one.
Is that real? 250 million a year?
Yeah,
no, it says it infects 250 million.
Oh, you're talking about fatality
rate. The parasite does. It doesn't mean that the snail is the only thing that carries a parasite.
They're carriers, though. So mosquitoes.
How do you know that it wasn't just one snail that carried the parasite once, and now it just reflects badly on?
Well, then I don't think Suzanne would have written the article.
That'd be a $10 million snail right there. They carry that. All right. So I'm just gonna put freshwater snail as a 3 seed.
Okay.
Let's see them 1 through 8, but there's 2 of each seed, so they're like 2 separate sides of the
brackets.
Like an East and West conference.
Like, East versus
West.
Yeah. We'll divide the world into the Eastern and Western hemisphere.
All right, let's go down the list. Great white shark.
Well, I have no idea what other things are on this
16
list.
Okay, well, I'll read
Great
off.
white sharks
I'll read
are
off
not that dangerous.
I'll read off the. I'll read them all the way down. Great white shark, wolves, lions, elephants, hippos, freshwater snails, rhinos, grizzly bears, crocodiles, silverback gorillas, mosquitoes.
Just put mosquitoes at number 1.
Box jellyfish. Rattlesnakes, poison dart frogs, tapeworms, and stonefish.
All right, so let's throw poison dart frog at 16. Yeah?
Yeah.
But it's
a poison dart frog.
So I was watching Our Planet last night.
Oh my god.
Poison dart frogs, 1 ounce of their poison can kill 10 full-grown adult males.
Yeah, can I share the information of how many people poison dart frogs kill a year?
I guess.
I
guess.
If you must. You don't.
Sorry, I got a new phone.
No, you didn't.
You didn't.
You've had the same phone for
inaccurate,
8 years.
Not funny, but also inaccurate.
Oh, there are no antidotes.
No antidotes.
Death within 3 minutes.
Think about it. You just can't slap a full heal or a full restore.
Are we saying like let's say in a one-on-one situation?
Yeah, we're gonna be seeding these in a 1v1 situation.
With us, like with a human.
With a human.
Okay.
So
what human? Like with Sam Ma?
Yeah, like Sam Ma, your average Joe Schmo.
The most average man in the world.
Your average jaundice, gangrene, green.
Can I just express? Let's take a guess. How many poison dart frog deaths ever recorded?
400.
30. Sounds like a not dangerous animal.
All right, we'll
to
put it at an 8 seed. All right, 8 seed.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Okay, well,
if we're on a 1v1
if you think about it though, in a 1v1 situation, in like let's say in a room.
Right.
I'm actually.
Okay, 8 seed.
8 seed.
8 seed. All right, we'll eliminate like the non-threatening ones, I guess. Like
mosquito.
Tapeworm.
Tapeworm. But
yeah, I have a tapeworm.
Where? Next to your elbow?
No, it's like I keep it as a pet. I don't know if that's normal or not.
Inside you or outside of you?
Outside of me, like in a cage.
Okay.
So what? 8 seed?
Yes,
right,
8 seed. That was my point.
I feel like a mosquito is less dangerous than a poison dart frog, though. I feel like a mosquito is easier to kill right away.
Right.
If you have optics.
We have to figure out how we're doing. Like, we said 1v1, right? But, like, when you wrote Mosquito, you obviously weren't thinking that it was going to be a 1v1. You were thinking, like, deaths per year.
Well, this isn't, like, the most important part. They're going to be matched up against one another. So we can assign the seeds.
They're going to be matched up against one another or matched up against Sam Ma?
Against one another, but the seeding is for against Sam Ma.
Oh, so they're fighting each other?
They're fighting each other.
Interesting.
Freshwater Snail,
Sam
2
Ma?
seed. Changed my mind.
Okay. I will change your mind because it's going to lose in the first round.
All right, Crocodiles.
2. Second seed. Yes.
Wow.
What do you mean? Sam offers a crocodile?
That's hefty.
Wait, is he just going to strangle it to death?
Can we agree that
but what
a
about
Silverback Gorilla would be a 1 seed?
I think so, against Sam Ma.
Yeah.
That's why I said.
But also, are all of these aggressive towards Sam Ma?
Let's say Sam has like
murdered their family.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let's say he's egged them on, as Sam Ma would in situations like this.
Is the egging on all happening at the same amount to each animal, or is it enough to get the animal all hot and bothered?
All hot and bothered.
Okay, so it's different for each animal.
Different for each.
So aggression level for each animal is the same.
The same. Let's say like hippos are very aggressive. Let's say everything's hippo level.
He agitated a freshwater snail.
Then he gets
How
infected
do you measure
with
the agitation
schistosomiasis.
Okay, that's...
All right. That's a 3
I doubt
seed.
the...
Freshwater snail.
I doubt...
3 seed.
We've already written it down.
Hippo.
I doubt the parasitic snail...
We'll throw hippo as the other 2 seed, I feel.
Yeah. Next to crocodile?
Yeah.
All right. Elephant.
A 4.
A 4 seed? Just somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Lions. I feel like lions could be the other 1 seed.
Yeah, I feel like 1.
But what about grizzly bear?
Grizzly
in a matchup with a grizzly bear.
Yeah, okay, so I think grizzly bear 1, lion 3.
Lion 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Because we already have the other 2 seed, right?
Right.
Yeah.
With crocodiles.
So we have freshwater snail and grizzly and lion are the 2 3 seeds. Okay.
What about rhino though?
Rhino 4. I feel like rhino 4 level with elephant.
All right. So we still need another 3 seed.
No, we have 2 3 seeds.
Oh yeah. We need 5 and 6.
Wolf.
Okay, so
wolf.
rattlesnakes.
I feel like wolf is 6. Rattlesnake is 6.
Wolf is probably 7. No, rattlesnake 7. Wait,
sure.
No, stonefish definitely 7.
Yeah, we forgot about stonefish.
That's just the rock in the ocean where you step on it and
like
like
an
you
amaranth?
die. Think about the Pokemon Gigalith. Basically just that, but like in fish form.
Gigalith. Interesting.
All right.
I don't like that.
Rattlesnake 6 seed.
Yeah.
Box jellyfish
6.
6.
Whoa,
that's
or
like...
5.
Probably 5, right?
Yeah, 5.
Do we have 2 4 seeds already, right?
Yeah.
So
we just need another 5 and 6, and it's down to great white shark and wolves.
Oh, that's
great
what
white shark
GWS
5,
means.
wolves 6, I think.
I agree.
So now we go into the actual bats.
Yeah, we actually go into the battles, but now we have to...
I don't feel like you have to draw a bracket. We can just talk it out,
All right, so the first matchup is between grizzly bear and let's say the poison dart frog.
Okay, now hear me out
All right.
for the poison dart frog. So if 1 ounce of the poison dart frog's poison could kill, how many did you say, 10,000 people?
10 people.
Oh,
10 full grown
10 full people.
adults.
So how much poison does a dart frog carry all the time in his body?
Probably a lot.
More than an ounce?
Probably more than an ounce. Probably not enough to kill a grizzly bear.
I think we're...
But I feel like a grizzly bear is 10 people.
It's 10 people for
I feel
sure.
like
I think we're overestimating how much an ounce is. Because poison dart frogs are about, what?
Yay big.
Quarter size?
Quarter sized?
No,
like
they're
a fist
bigger,
size?
huh?
Maybe 2 quarters?
Well, fist size is like a general toad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and poison dart frogs are not toads.
Not a general toad.
How big?
Like they've never been in the army.
The real question is, do we see the Cinderella upset? Is there a Cinderella upset in this matchup?
Could be. I'm
looking
at
out.
stonefish.
Hear me out.
Stonefish would be up against a hippo. So that'd be tough.
Hippos have soft feet.
Size relative to a paperclip.
All right.
So
we're going grizzly bear on that
just
one.
hear me out. So an ounce, rather 1.5 ounces is a shot glass. So
Okay.
I don't think a paperclip sized animal could carry.
But do we
1 ounce of poison.
Do they have any bones? Like, I'm not convinced they have any bones. I feel like their body might just be all poison on the inside.
Well, I'm not going to go into the details, but I don't think the entire body is made of poison.
No.
So anyway, my take is they both die because the bear either eats or it touches the frog,
I feel like the bear can smash it, huh?
The whole point of this was 3 people decide.
If he has an open wound...
Let's vote. Let's vote.
There's the beauty of 3 people.
We'll do that. Everyone says it after one another. So I say it quickly, Tanner says it quickly, and Resma says it quickly.
All right.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Frog.
Bear. Damn it.
So frog wins.
Oh,
shit. All right, the 8 seed takes
Wait, I meant
that's
both.
the Cinderella upset.
That's a Cinderella
I meant
story.
both die,
right.
but...
That's a tie. We can't
Hippo.
have a stone
You
wall.
can't just cross them off.
Next matchup, Hippo versus Stonefish.
Should we just do a lightning round? Someone asks us Hippo, Stonefish, and then everyone just...
I'm down.
Hippo versus Stonefish?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hippo.
Hippo.
Okay,
Right.
that's a sweep for Hippo.
That's a sweep for Hip.
Yeah.
The next matchup is Rattlesnake versus Lion.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Snake.
Rattlesnake.
Lion? What the? What? Okay,
The
you
snake
guys need
can
to
bite
explain
the
yourselves.
lion's ankle.
Sorry, I like snakes.
This is bias. There's bias here.
There's bias
All right,
here.
take my vote out. I'll let my associate vote.
Snake! All right.
Yeah.
He said snake.
I guess
He
the
said snake,
snake
he said
wins it. All right, the 4 seed versus the 5 seed. Elephant versus the box jellyfish.
I won that on the Santa Monica Pier. I made 3 of those.
Can we stay on
circles.
topic? Can we stay on topic?
You're the one who picked it up. You said box jellyfish versus elephant?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Elephant.
3, 2, 1. Jellyfish.
Elephant.
Jellyfish.
Oh.
How is an elephant going to kill the box jellyfish?
How is a box jellyfish going to kill an elephant?
Stinger!
It doesn't have enough toxins. You know how big an elephant is?
You know, yeah, but how's an elephant going to kill a box jellyfish?
Stepping on it. Because it's going to
That's
go
how it
up
dies.
the
That's
shell.
how it dies.
It'll
That's
die.
how it dies.
It'll die.
Okay, if I stepped on a if I stepped on a box jellyfish, I wouldn't die.
You would.
Why would an elephant die when he steps on it?
You
But
die.
neither
You'd
would the
probably
box
die.
jellyfish. Neither would the box jellyfish.
Is it because it's an invertebrate?
Yeah, no backbone.
No backbone.
What if I suffocate it somehow?
Yeah.
It doesn't breathe. Jellyfish don't breathe. They do.
I think I'm gonna write in box jellyfish for that one.
Yeah, just write in box jellyfish for that one.
All right.
And we'll go from there.
The other side of the bracket.
Yeah.
Silverback gorilla versus a tapeworm.
1, 2, 3. Tapeworm.
Gorilla.
Ooh.
Bad take.
Yikes. Bad take.
I said
Tanner.
silverback gorilla, not tapeworm.
Niet. All right. The other 2 seed is crocodile, and the other 7 seed is mosquito.
Tough matchup for mosquito here. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Croc.
Poison.
What?
Croc.
Croc.
I didn't know what he said.
Mosquito could have killed a mammal, I feel.
It could have. If it
could've
was
just-
matched up. It's a bad matchup, honestly.
It's a bad matchup. How's a mosquito gonna bite a croc? Also, like a mosquito, like if it was like against, let's say, a wolf, it could have bitten the wolf and then evaded capture until the wolf died of malaria.
Speaking of wolves,
Yeah.
this is our star matchup.
Okay.
Freshwater snail versus a wolf.
Oh.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Snail.
Wolf.
Snail.
Yeah. There goes
Let's
the snail.
go. On to the next.
Because
next
of
round.
the disease.
Yeah, because of schistosomiasis.
Yeah.
All right, the last matchup of the first round is Rhino versus great white shark. Honestly, that's probably the toughest matchup because it's land versus water.
Yeah. Let's say they're in like a shallow pool.
Who would win?
Oh, but not the jellyfish. The jellyfish wasn't in the
The jellyfish was on the beach,
It was
like
on the
many
beach.
jellyfish are when they sting people.
So, even when it's on the beach,
Yeah.
it still beats the elephant. Really?
It's the only way.
It's the only way.
Yeah, so it's definitely not gonna die on the beach. So is it still on the beach? Like, how long is it between these battles?
All it has
It's
to do
probably
is
dead
live
by now.
longer than the elephant.
It just has to outlive the elephant.
So let's say it's dead, right? So it
Yeah.
automatically loses the next round.
No, then we throw it back into the water and let it survive until the next round.
Oh, after the 2-ton elephant steps on the right.
And dies.
Okay.
Right.
Nearly immediately.
Right.
Right.
That's how it works.
Okay, so you're saying great white shark versus rhino?
Yeah,
Yikes. Okay,
guys
I have
say?
my answer.
I have my answer too. What about
Alright.
you?
3, 2, 1.
Rhino.
Shark. Sorry.
Rhino. I say rhino.
Man, I just don't buy how the rhino's gonna kill that shark.
I feel like rhinos in a shallow pool could survive, but great white sharks could not survive on land. You know?
Sharks are kind of lame.
Like, I thought you were a big reptile guy.
Sharks are not.
Are sharks reptiles?
No.
What are they?
They're fish.
Oh, fuck.
Let's move on.
No one's
All right, next round.
Let's not feed our
I'm gonna
audience false
save
information.
our star matchup, which is the Silverback Gorilla versus the Freshwater Snail.
Yeah,
Save that and put it on the back burners for now.
We'll think about it.
All right, Poison Dart Frog versus the Rattlesnake.
Oh, two poison users. That's like the 13 and the 11 coming together in the second round.
Said Poison Dart Frog.
Boo.
Yeah.
All right.
Big mistake.
Who wins that matchup?
Between Poison Dart Frog and Rattlesnake?
Frog.
3, 2, 1, snake.
Frog.
Snake. Definitely the snake. You could eat the frog.
But who does first?
Eat it.
Probably the frog,
once
right?
the snake chomps on it.
Think about Arbok versus...
But think about how long it takes snakes to digest their food.
How long?
I don't think rattlesnakes...
It would die. Minutes. The frog would die when the snake chomped on it, dude.
It doesn't... You never know, though. If the fangs don't dig into it.
Let's say the fangs dig into it.
Let's say the fangs.
I don't know, because the toxins
Everything would have to go right for this frog.
I don't know.
Everything
I don't know about
has to go
that.
right.
Because, like, yeah, the toxins may kill the frog, but the toxins from the frog are also going to the snake. I think they would die at the same time. Because remember, it takes 3 minutes for a human to die from it?
That's true.
So it probably takes about 30 seconds for the snake to die.
The snakes have poison inside of them.
Yeah, the poison would fight each other.
Yeah, it's poison be poison, and I'll take rattlesnake any
Whatever. Just
next matchup.
Live on your fantasy of the poisons fighting each other.
Oh, here's a similar matchup: box jellyfish versus hippo. It's like box jellyfish versus elephant.
Yeah.
But
I have my answer.
Just the same result.
Yeah.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Jelly.
Hippo.
Jelly.
Yeah.
I gotta go box jellyfish on this one.
Box jellyfish has had some favorable matchups.
It kind of has though.
Yeah, you could call it that, or
no, I will.
Or lying. Yeah.
No one's lying here.
All right, we got the 4 seed versus the 2 seed here. Rhino versus Crocodile.
3, 2, 1.
Rhino. That's a sweep right there.
A sweep for the Rhine.
It's a quiplash, if you will.
All right, the star matchup of this round. Oh my God. Silverback Gorilla versus Freshwater Snail. This is pretty clear.
Yeah, pretty obvious.
Pretty obvious.
All right, you ready? Yeah. Pretty obvious?
Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
You all think it's pretty obvious?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Silverback Gorilla.
Snail.
Snail. Okay, so it sounds like Snail wins.
Looks like the snail is the...
So we have a final 4 now.
We have a final 4. Rattlesnake and box jellyfish on one matchup.
How does the snail pass the parasite on without dying? Is it the same snail that beat the wolf?
So the rattlesnake versus the box jellyfish. What do you guys think?
All right, let's start. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Wait. Okay. Let's.
Yeah.
Right. Ready. 3, 2, 1.
Snake.
Jellyfish.
Why snake?
Yeah,
because it has been dead for so long.
No. It hasn't been. All right.
These are all in a vacuum, Tanner. It's not like one matchup affects the next.
Freshwater snail versus the rhino. This is pretty clear as well.
3, 2, 1. Snail.
Snail.
I'll let you go first.
Snail.
Your vote doesn't matter in this
apparently.
This is our final matchup between the box jellyfish and the freshwater snail.
Yeah, it's been a Cinderella run for the box jellyfish. However, the snail, it was kind of expected with its high seed.
We kind of knew.
Right, yeah, it's high seed.
This one may be surprising, though.
Would it? Yeah?
I think so.
Yeah,
the box jellyfish has been very.
Yeah, I thought box jellyfish couldn't die, according to Cameron, because it has photosynthesis.
Yeah, well, I'm about to give my answer. You better listen to my answer.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Jelly.
Snail.
I gotta go jelly on this one.
Yeah.
I think honestly.
You suck, Tanner.
The jellyfish has been dead for 3 rounds.
So we
if
ended
it's in a vacuum, that doesn't make it better.
So we ended up with a box jellyfish. Kind of a lukewarm take, because the box jellyfish is actually like one of the deadliest animals.
Yeah, for humans.
But your take was that the
freshwater snail is a 3 seed.
Is a 3 seed in a 16 animal bracket of the most deadly animals.
All right. I mean,
what conference was it in, the West or East?
It was in the West Conference.
Oh, okay. So in North America?
Yeah.
Okay. Even though they're indigenous to
everywhere
Asia.
In the world. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Literally everywhere.
Okay. Got it. So.
Okay. We can go around and say whether or not we agree with Resma's take. I'll start.
And at the end, we rank them in terms of like the quadrants of takes, like hot, good take.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think we haven't introduced the quadrant yet.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk.
I say I disagree. I think it should be much higher.
Yeah, I disagree for all the other reasons. It should be much lower.
And obviously, I agree. It should be just where it is, just for 3 seed. Not too good, but also surprising.
Right.
Surprising.
Yeah.
Made it to the final round, so clearly it must be doing something right.
Right. Clear.
Right.
Such a clear thing to see.
Plump Goops Podcast.